Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. This is a really off the cuff video. Actually, it's one I've wanted to do for quite a few days now, but I can't seem to get my act together to do a live. I'm really just, my energy, I'm wanting to just relax and focus on some stuff that's happening for me, like energetically, as well as really cool stuff that's manifesting that I'm really excited to talk to you guys about. I just can't yet for specific reasons, but I will really soon, before the end of the month of July for sure. But I want to talk to you guys about DNA activation and ancestral healing. This is a message I've been asked to put out now. And I was just kind of sitting here before I did this live, like meditating, listening to some music. And I was shown a vision of how to explain this to you for what the message actually is. And like, I think many of you have seen my most recent and last podcast that I did with Peter Maxwell Slattery on DNA. We talked about the DNA and we talked about the activation of it. And some things have come up since then. And you know, there's so much going on in this world, and I truly believe, I keep coming back to this very central truth, that nothing else matters but the reality that we choose to focus on. And that reality could be whatever it is that you're choosing to focus on. And there's so much that pulls us in to focusing on other people's realities that we don't actually take the time to focus on what it is that is really true to our soul's mission and what our higher self is actually guiding us to look at. And for me, what I understand is that one of those things is activating our DNA further. And it's no secret, I've been vocal about this on other podcasts that I've done, as well as other videos, that we need to be focusing on the technology of our DNA. And we're constantly being distracted with things outside of us that take us away from actually unlocking further codes that are held within our DNA. And so at this time, especially for those of us in summer, let's face it, the majority of the world is in summer right now. Not everyone. I know some of you guys have just entered winter, and I've got lots of love for all of you. But get out in the sun. Get out into the sunlight. Whether it's the direct sun or you're receiving sun while basking in the shade, whether it's low light sun during the early mornings or late afternoon, early evenings, it doesn't matter. You don't need to be out in the sun during peak hours like lunchtime. But the sun represents our consciousness. And from what I understand, is that a lot of our conscious codes of our Akashic are held within the sun portal in this galaxy. And that is beaming to us. That's why, like, when we have solar flares, we receive incredible downloads. We feel activated. We maybe even feel out of sorts because there's a bevel of downloads coming through us of information that we're ready to receive at this time. And so being out in the sun is important because it actually activates our DNA technology. And it's one of the reasons why we were been kept inside for a while. since everything's been kind of going on. But it goes deeper than that. There's so much at play within each individual's DNA. You know, when you come into this life, into this body, into this incarnation, you in particular come in with a certain set of codes that are going to also hold codes that are related to your ancestral lineage. And you are going to have to work through that ancestral lineage in order to unlock further codes within your own DNA. So depending on what you're here to heal, until you heal it, you can't access certain parts of your DNA. So what I was shown right before I started this video was cogs in a wheel, okay, like certain cogs, and it's like on a bunch of cogs. And it's like, as you start to heal more and focus on your inner healing and working through a lot of the programs that have been, imprinted in through the ancestral lineage to work on, you are almost locked out of certain parts of your DNA technology until you work through that healing. And so the more that we get caught up in the outside drama of everything that's happening in our lives, in the world, the more we get distracted from actually doing the work that would unlock the very technology that, let's face it, the powers that be that run this reality, okay, that know everything that, let's face it, not all of us know, and many of us don't know, that we're capable of. So what I'm seeing is that as you start to heal whatever it is, it's part of your family lineage, okay? Whatever dramas, shame, blame, guilt, dramas, whatever that might be. As you heal it, it's almost like I see these cogs in the wheel, like a bunch of wheels, okay? Like a bunch of cogs. I see them clicking like all in different like speeds. And it's almost like they start to separate and start to reach out to different cogs to form a different molecular structure. And through that molecular, so it's like, I'm seeing the cogs within the molecular structure to form different activations or codes within your DNA that allow you to have certain abilities that you didn't even know you could have. And part of that is receiving the sunlight to come in to activate some of those codes for you to further understand what it is that's trying to come to the surface within you at this moment, right? The sun, it represents our consciousness. It represents clarity. It represents the awakening. It represents bringing truth to action. And a lot of what's hidden within our DNA is about bringing truth to action. So more than ever, we need to be focused on what is the truth that's hidden within us, that is being called forward, that is being asked of us to take action upon. And what codes are being streamed through the sun to us that are part of our Akashic records, that are activating the remembrance of who we are. Because we've worked lifetimes to get here. We have worked lifetimes to get to this moment. And we didn't just work lifetimes to get to this moment to have no remembrance of the gifts and the knowledge and the wisdom that we've accumulated over lifetimes. We're calling in that wisdom right now, and it's being held in a vault within the sun, so to speak. And those codes are being given to us at this time. But if we're not doing the healing we're not in a place to receive the full code activation. So part of the message that I've been asked to kind of give to all of you is focus on your healing. Whatever it is, if you're feeling a need to avoid it, go deeper, face it. If you need support, lean on that support, find that support. If you need someone to hold your hand through it, take that hand, grab onto it. Because there is something very special about us and what's held within our DNA. And we won't really know the full capacity of that specialness and the full capacity of that power until we truly start to unlock more of those codes, which can't be understood or activated until more healing through the ancestral lineage happens. Depending on what lessons you needed to learn, okay, or come in here to heal, you can't access part of your DNA technology until you get through that healing. It's almost like it's blocking part of your technology, what you're capable of. And it's done this way almost like a oh gosh, no, that's not the right word. What's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like a game, you know, to make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more, I don't know, exciting, challenge, okay? And not that any of us probably feel like we need any more challenges here on Earth, but I don't know, guys. Allow yourself to be out in the sunlight. This is one of the main messages. Allow yourself to be out in the sunlight. Do your healing. Whatever it is that's going on in your family, your ancestral lineage that you know you can heal, okay? Look into that. Go deep. And you will start to clear some of that stuff out of your DNA that allows for other codes to be imprinted into your DNA from the sun to activate the remembrance of who you are that you ask the sun to hold as part of your Akashic records. Okay, the sun is giving us a lot of information at this time. And with us coming into Leo season soon, okay, the season of the sun, the season of the inner child, I think it's really important because, look, tomorrow's July 4th. Sirius star is aligning. We've got the Sirius star rising. We're getting ready to come into the Lionsgate portal, activating in a few weeks. There's a lot of energy here that we could capitalize on. So know that the sun is here to help imprint certain remembrance into your DNA. But in order for the sun to imprint the remembrance of that DNA, the remembrance of those codes into your DNA, you have to be able to make space, clear certain things out so that the DNA can activate. And again, I'm seeing these cogs in the wheel, almost like certain cogs start to separate and then form new cogs, like they link into another cog as molecular structures to form new codes that activate you in a completely different way. I hope this is making sense. I'm not sure it is, and I apologize if it isn't. This is a totally off-the-cuff video. I've been asked to do this for a few days, and I've been putting it off. I don't know why. So I hope it is. Guys, I love you so much, and thank you so much for your support. I'm going to continue to do videos through July, and if you need to work with me one-on-one, you can. Don't feel like you can't. I'm only taking a break from the podcast just simply because I need a creative break from the podcast itself, and I'm focusing on my inner child course, producing that. But other than that, like, I still want to put out these videos. I kind of want to have fun. I want to like be a little bit more childish actually as I'm going into my inner child course. There's a part of me that's just wanting to be a little bit silly. And so you may see that, and Instagram allows me to be a little bit more silly through my reels and stuff. So I have a couple in mind that I want to do, so I might do those soon. Anyways, guys, I love you so much. If you need more information about me, it's all in the links below. Guys, have a wonderful evening. Happy 4th of July to you guys all in the States. I love you so much, and I'll be back with you all real soon.